The male indigo bunting is a beautiful blue bird that's sometimes called a blue canary. Brilliant in color, these birds sing lovely songs through late spring and early summer in eastern North America. They sing almost continuously from dawn to dusk from the tallest perch in sight. Once you learn their beautiful, loud, clear songs and recognize them, it's not too hard to find them, especially if you look up toward the top of the trees. Generally, the male sings to defend his territory as well as using a display flight, where he holds his wings at right angles to his body. Sometimes in the spring, two males may fight in the air and fall to the ground, still singing loudly and clasping each other's feet. Indigo buntings eat small seeds, berries, buds, and insects, which include thistles, dandelions, goldenrods, and grain such as oats. They'll eat blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, serviceberries, and elderberries. During the summer months, they eat insects, which include caterpillars, grasshoppers, aphids, cicadas, and beetles, such as cankerworms, click beetles, and weevils. They'll even eat the brown-tailed moth caterpillar, which is covered with noxious hairs that cause terrible rashes and respiratory problems in people. When they arrive in spring, indigo buntings will eat twigs, buds, and leaves of trees, including aspen, cottonwood, oaks, beech, elm, maple, and hickory. Indigo buntings nest in fields in brushy, weedy areas and on the edges of woods, fields, roadsides, and railroad right-of-ways, especially when there's new shrubby growth. The female chooses the nest site, usually concealed in low vegetation or thick bushes close to the ground. She builds the nest alone, although the male may watch, in the fork of a shrub where two branches meet, using their support to weave a cup of leaves, grasses, stems, and bark, all wrapped up with a spider web. She then lines it with grass, roots, strips of thin bark, thistledown, and deer hair. This takes about 8 days to complete. She lays 3 to 4 eggs, which she incubates for 11 to 14 days, and the young remain in the nest for 8 to 14 days. Using low vegetation, the indigo buntings forage for seeds and capture insects while hopping along the ground or clinging to stems. An indigo bunting may raise its crest feathers and swing its tail from side to side if disturbed. You're likely to see only one around at a time because they're highly territorial, but during migration you may see large flocks of indigo buntings feeding in agricultural fields or on lawns. The males molt to mostly brown in the fall, but there are tinges of blue on their wings and tail. Indigo buntings migrate at night, using the stars for guidance. They have an internal clock so they can keep adjusting their angle of orientation to a star, even as that star moves through the night sky. Young male indigo buntings learn to sing from nearby males, not from their fathers. They actually have different variations on their songs depending on their neighborhoods. Within a few hundred yards, their songs can be different, but in the same song neighborhood, they're nearly identical. And new birds can add variations, so their songs gradually change over time. Like all other bluebirds, indigo buntings are not really blue. They have microscopic structures in the feathers that refract and reflect blue light, much like what makes the sky look blue. So against the sky they appear black, but against a dark background with the bird in full light, they are a spectacular blue.